Welcome back to another Speggic adventure. Back in February of this year, Tommy and I went to the UK and visited England and Ireland. Our itinerary included 9 days in England and 5 days in Ireland for a total of 2 weeks in Europe. In the previous videos, we showed you the many places we visited in England, including London, Bath, and York. Honestly, there's not much to do in Ireland. That said, if you're into nature and coastlines and that sort of thing, I think you'll find that Ireland does these things very well.
It's cute.
These naturey things are either on the northern or western side of Ireland. We didn't have time to do both, considering they're like 4 hours one way away from each other, so we chose Northern Ireland. Since we flew into Dublin, we had to rent a car at the airport and then drive up. One quick note about renting the car. If your credit card has collision damage for rentals, make sure you go to your bank and secure a letter. Yes, a physical letter of your bank saying that you are covered to drive in Dublin and Northern Ireland. Tommy and I didn't know we needed this letter, so we had to pay like $200 additional for some bullshit insurance waiver. It felt kind of scammy for real, so save yourself some money because the exchange rate ain't helping either. It was the first time driving on the other side of the car and also on the other side of the road, and it definitely took some time to get used to.
Oh shit, a whole ass fucking sheep in the... Wait, what is that? What the fuck is... That's not a sheep.
It's not a sheep.
It's a trash bag.
Oh, it's
Eventually, we drove all the way up to Ballycastle, and by following the address using Apple Maps and some instructions left by the hosts, we made it to the hotel but couldn't find the parking lot. This was where our troubles began.
So we ended up getting completely stuck in the mud, and we have the owner of the building trying to help us get it out. We've never needed to do this before, so you can see there's a bag on the ground, there's some sandbags we try using, there's a brake rotor in the front, there's some wood on the ground over there.
trying everything.
We literally did.
We are finally free with the help of the owner. We appreciate him.
Finally found the right entrance. Okay, so this looks way more like an entrance. Whatever. Okay, so because the directions said go past 2 stone pillars, which you guys just saw, and the car park is behind the tree, which yes, it's right there. But then, like, if you look at where we got stuck, there was also, for the record, 2 stone pillars, and behind a tree was the car park. So you guys can see why it would be very confusing. Look at this shit.
Wash it off.
Oh my god. Yo, we were stuck in there for like 2 hours. Well, okay, we got a first taste of actual off-roading, not that Mercedes-Benz shit. look at our shoes, and I got my pants dirty. All right, room tour. This is the first room, and it has 2 bunk beds. You walk in, there's the couch. And here is the master bed. Super cute, very spacious. You have a couch here, little sitting area, vanity area, and then a telescope thing that I don't even know if it works. Maybe it does. We'll try it out later. It's very clean too. It's carpeted floor. And then you have a sink, the toilet in one door, and the shower area. Where's the shower area? What the fuck? Where's the shower area? Oh, there you go. The shower area.
It's a whole tablet. You can control all the lights.
Oh, yeah.
So it's automation.
Super cute. So customized with your name,
Yes.
your stay, your room code, has your Wi-Fi stuff, all your information on here. Oh yeah, see all the info. Highly recommend. Obviously not just because of the owner helped us out with our car.
I think he went out of his way.
He really did. He didn't even need to do that. There's only very little choices for rooms all the way up here in Northern Ireland, and I think this is a really nice room for the money. So if you guys are in this area, please consider staying at Stay Lagom. I will put the information in the description. After finally settling in after our 2-hour off-road excursion, we headed out for a late night dinner. There was literally nothing in the surrounding area except this one Chinese restaurant called Red Dragon, and I say quote, quote, Chinese. We parked, went into order, and then started hearing ricer flybys. Look at the guys. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. They're all parked here.
There's the Ireland car scene, right?
Tommy and I was like, what the fuck is going on? These boys were literally flying up and down the hill while revving their cars, all the while their undercarriage was so low it threw sparks. This was a takeover, Northern Ireland style. This was the local car scene. They would pick a road to drive up and down until the cops shut it down, and then they would relocate and do the same thing again somewhere else. It might be a little different than what we do back at home, but in its own way, I find it sort of unique as it's part of Ireland's car culture. It's interesting to see how people in other parts of the world enjoy their cars. It is like 8 o'clock. Oh my god. It is like 8 o'clock right now, and I think we only got like about 5-ish hours of sleep yesterday. Obviously, given the situation we were placed in, or I should say we put ourselves in, we're headed over to the Dark Hedges. It's a pretty well-known location in Northern Ireland where they filmed a scene in the Game of Thrones. I did not watch it, but looking from the pictures and stuff, it looks really beautiful. The main reason why I chose Northern Ireland over Western Ireland was because of the Dark Hedges. I saw these beautiful pics of this road with these overhanging trees. So, of course, I needed to do it for the gram. All the main attractions in Northern Ireland are relatively close to one another, like about 15-20 minutes away. You could totally do all these things as a day trip from Dublin if you think the 3.5-hour drive one way is worth it. Carrick Rope Bridge definitely looked a lot more impressive in pictures than in person. If you go to Giant's Causeway, there are multiple trails. If you want to see the rocks up close, make sure you walk downhill for the Blue Trail. We finally made our way back to Dublin. This is a room located right across from Temple Bar area, like across the park, not across Temple Bar. And so the location is not like super ideal. You still have to walk to the general area where all the bars and stuff like that are. Because of the room that we booked not being available, they ended up putting us in 2 smaller rooms, which I guess I'm okay with. So this is one of those rooms. The other room looks very similar to this. It's very cute, very quaint. Oh, yeah.
Radio and a coffee maker.
Oh, yeah.
Dyson, right?
That's quite a bit of amenities going on. We visited a handful of places, including Trinity College and Book of Kells Experience. Skip the experience. They're currently undergoing restoration and most of the books have been removed from the library. Instead, they're charging even more because they fitted in this super large projector globe and some digital experiences to fill the void. Temple Bar. The food here is surprisingly good. Yes, people go here for drinks, but don't sleep on the food. The Brazen Head, which is the oldest pub in Ireland. The beef stew was just okay. And the Natural History Museum. It's super small and you'll be done in like an hour. And since there weren't many things to do in Dublin, Tommy and I booked a photo shoot. Here are some of the pictures from our 30-minute session. I highly recommend doing these on your trips if you want something memorable to digitally take home with you. And lastly, I have to give a shout out to the nastiest Chinese restaurant I have ever had the displeasure of eating at on our entire Europe trip. They had really good reviews on Google, and I felt like maybe it's because the locals just don't know what good Chinese food is, so this might just be their standard. They had this spicy fried chicken dish that literally was flavorless. You could tell this place doesn't marinate and just sprinkle spices on top of the meat. If you don't hear what the problem is with that statement, you are the problem. We cannot end this vlog without a haul of everything we bought during our 2 weeks there. Let's start off with this corner. A lot of this stuff is actually not taken, we didn't steal this shit. A lot of this stuff was bought from the, the bus museum?
Yeah, the bus museum as well as the transport.
The pattern on this pillow is actually from one of the underground trains, the patterns that they used for their seat. A Diagon Alley plaque. We're going to be displaying this in our garage. Some home items we picked up. This is a little plant pot. And then we also picked up some really cute dinnerware items, a matching plate set. I bought a patch. I'm actually gonna turn this into a sticker and put it on my car. We also have a magnet from there. And then this one is actually from the bus museum. Tommy has a coaster here. This is gonna be sitting next to his work desk. I bought another patch. This is really cool. It's like this green glass. We picked up some really cute coasters for our coffee table. Before we went to Harry Potter Studios, Tommy and I wanted to represent our Hogwarts house. So can you guess which one is mine and which one is Tommy's? I bought a Miffy sweater. They had a Lazy Oaf store, and so this one is Esther and Lazy Oaf collaboration. These are lamb's wool. This one I bought from Ireland. Saw this vintage shower cap.
I did end up getting a hat from the Mercedes. Ended up getting this hat from Canada Market.
Tommy and I are very big tea drinkers, okay, just to let you know. These are the variety of black teas. This is actually supposed to be gifts for friends. We have the Fort Mason tea. I smelled this one in store and it smelled really traditional, kind of like a very traditional Chinese tea. We bought the Jasmine Queen and this one smelled really, really good in store. Like a really refreshing but really strong jasmine tea smell. This one was really interesting because the smell of the tea leaves actually smelled exactly like milk tea. This one is flowery green tea with sweet ginger. This one is a yuzu bouquet. This one is called Sweet Shanghai. Had a very distinct lychee smell to it. This one is strawberry and gooseberry. This one's interesting. This one is cherry and chocolate. You have the potato chips called Tato. We bought the Guinness chocolate. When we went to York's Chocolate Story, they talked about this particular chocolate. So I bought these to try. This is Arrow. Also from the same chocolate brand. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Maltesers? We ate this on the plane. And then Oreo bites. It took an effort and a half to put these videos together, so I hope you found some enjoyment out of them at least. This concludes our 2024 Europe trip series, and the subsequent videos will be back to our regularly scheduled programming. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for more Spekic adventure. Bye!